A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Kaotyk now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. Gets by him at the 25.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
They got a yard on first, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now Perkins.
Going up top for Kupp.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And, indeed, he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back. Came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Second and 5 now. Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Here's Tua. He's got Smith here. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tua now on 1st down. Goes right back to Smith again. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Back to the ground, Cook. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run the counter with Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Tua. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. Oh, some strong running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Perkins. That'll be caught by Kupp. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Vikings 12-yard line.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st and goal from the 3. Throwing is Perkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. It's taken to the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Second and 4. Looking to throw. Perkins. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board, knowing
Looks like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 48, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. On 1st and 10, Perkins going up top for Kupp. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one, 38 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Henderson. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. With his 11th touchdown on the ground, number 13 overall. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, quick slant here to Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot before break. Perkins airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Perkins eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he's taken down inside the 30. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Perkins. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd down at 4. Operating from the gun. Perkins. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Perkins got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Akers. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
To throw on second down. Perkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
The backfield here as they elect to go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Perkins over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Perkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Again, it's Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Tua going to throw.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT.
And this one's back to an 8-point game. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
McCann's got it teed up. Taking it about the 1.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Operating from the gun. Perkins escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Perkins. His throw incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Perkins. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Vikings 15.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They're going for Jefferson downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by McCann, up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Here's Chris Jones now, standing just outside his own goal line. Take it at the 37. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Tagovailoa. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Tua. Smith catches left side. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Tua. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for L.A., it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5.